I'm here on the Scorpion Twisted stand, and there has been a lot of coverage on the boat behind me. This is a Scorpion 36 GT by Twisted. Now, just to explain a little bit about the brand, Scorpion ribs got bought by Twisted in the middle of last year, and basically what they're doing now is they've taken what would be considered to be some of the best ribs ever built. The Scorpion ribs have got a fantastic reputation, and they've made them better, and they've made them twisted. Now, for those of you that know Twisted take Land Rovers and basically turn them into the ultimate Land Rovers. And it could be argued that Twisted have taken a great Scorpion rib and turned it into the ultimate rib. I'll show you why. Okay, so there's been great big grand reveals at the boat show here. This was covered in a silk cloth that was pulled off to the world's press, and this is a boat that people have come to the boat show specifically to see, and to be honest, I know exactly why. So let's come and have a look around. I have always loved Scorpion ribs. They are a rib brand that I've always massively respected. We've sold quite a few of them, and the way that they handle the water is always fantastic. They handle beautifully. They've got a very deep V hull. They chop through the waves really, really nicely. And a lot of rib owners have always aspired to have a Scorpion. And now that aspiration can step up a notch, because people now can aspire to have a Twisted Scorpion. Now, Twisted are only making Scorpion ribs. So if you want to have a Scorpion rib, it's going to be Twisted. Now, what Twisted means is it's putting all of the fantastic touches that go into the highest quality ribs into their boats. So they really are the ultimate in quality, luxury, and the finish is second to none. Now, this boat is straight off the factory line. Now, there is an argument to say it's not quite finished. It came straight here from the factory in Lymington. It's going back there to have the finishing touches made, and then it's going to be having its trip down to Salcombe, where Twisted HQ is for their marine division, in about 3 or 4 weeks' time. I'm pleased to say I'm going to be going along too. And so that's going to be a journey we're going to do. We'll document the whole journey from Lymington to Salcombe on board this beast. I say beast because this boat has got 800 horsepower. It's got twin Mercury V10 400 horsepower engines, and the space on board is epic, and the way this boat will handle, I can tell you already, will be epic. So let's go on board. In fact, I shall just take my shoes off. Brand new boats, you need to look after them. So take my shoes off and step on board. The first thing that you notice is lots of cues from super yacht tenders where you have the ultimate quality in them. So you've got a grab handle here, you step on board, you don't want to step on the tubes, hurts the tubes, it's always slightly difficult to get a grip. So you step on here and step down on really beautifully solid stainless steel, but all powder coated black steps. So if you come on and have a quick look, you can see just the size of the space that's around here. Now, the electrics are not quite wired up in time for the show on here, but this whole back area, and you'll see this when we take this down to Salcombe, lifts up electronically to reveal a huge amount of storage space all the way around. But what you can see is how much space you have here to sit, to dine, to enjoy space with your friends. And if I lift this up here, you've got a beautiful teak table, opens up, and you'd comfortably sit at the back here in a bay anywhere with 6, 7 friends, just enjoying being on what is an incredible premium brand rib. Just looking around, and as I notice things, I'll just point them out. So the thing I just noticed is Hertz audio. So there's Hertz audio throughout all of these boats, and it really is a step up in sound quality. I've recently had a Hertz audio system installed on one of my boats, and the sound quality is second to none, and it's certainly the best sound quality I've heard, and that's the reason that Twisted, what they do is they pick all the best possible products and put them onto the boats. So this boat, never seen on a Scorpion before on this arrangement, because this is normally a rear-facing seat, is a wet bar. So you have a griddle here, so you can have a nice opportunity to make your sandwiches in a beautiful bay. You lift this up here and you have yourself a sink. So it's a perfect little wet bar there, a couple of drinks holders behind, and then a huge storage area inside here, which is also going to be fitted out with a shelf. So if I take that inside there, there's going to be a shelf on the bottom there, so say this is slightly pre-production, a shelf along the bottom, and that will then all be covered up inside here. But you can see the hydraulics there for the seats. There's a massive sub there for the Hertz audio system, and it really is a huge storage locker in there as well. I'll just close that up. So as we look around, it's got synthetic deck, teak. Now it's Evo deck, so as we've said in our other videos before, consider this to be absolutely the best synthetic deck that is around, because it looks so realistic. You can just see there, you would be hard pushed to not say that that is a wood, but of course it's much, much less maintenance by being synthetic. Scorpions have always had the Samson posts, very, very strong for towing. And that's the same on the Twisted. And then if we look inside here, you can see beautiful stainless steel ultra anchor through there, huge drum set to chain and also rope. And then just little touches here that you've got your ropes you can hang on there just so they drip dry into this area. And you can just see everything around it is just built with quality in mind. This sun pad area here, there's a sun pad cushion which fills in this area, which then creates a lovely sunbathing space. And then you've got another locker just underneath here. If we lift this up, you can see that's where the sun pad cushions are stored. And there's an extra inner skin in there, so you would possibly expect to see the hull in there, but instead you've got shiny GRP, so that whole area there can be polished up and it just has a completely premium feel. You've got spotlights all the way around, the black anodized spotlights there. Everywhere you look on this boat, it just feels premium. The console, so the console is just inside here. Let's start off by having a look inside. So the console is just in there. Now, this boat has been built not with the idea of having the largest heads in the world, but it's functional and practical, and your control units are just up here. There's a USB socket and then all of your breakers. So functional heads, but let's face it, how much time do you want to spend in a heads console anyway? Just pop that down again. The seating positions on the Scorpions have always been fantastic, and this boat is no exception. The proper bolster seats in here. So this is a real high performance rib, high performance hull, and look at this bolster design in here. You really do nestle into there and lock yourself into position. So if you're in heavy weather, you'll still be making 40 plus knots in this sort of boat. And this is electronically operated as well. So if you want to go into a seated position, you press a button and that bolster lifts up and you're then hunkered into a beautiful seating position. Ergonomically, everything is at hand. You've got your trim cab controls, your ignition switches, carling switches all along here. I love facts that just a little feature like your battery isolators, so often they're hidden away in lockers. You get on board your boat and you have to go searching for your isolators. They're just here alongside the bank of carling. It's been thought about. Click those on, power the boat up. The T-top, incredibly solid. It has absolutely no give in it whatsoever, but it's a very lightweight T-top as well. So you've got sun protection. If it's raining, you've got protection. Really, really versatile. And the ergonomics here are just beautiful. I love the fact that it's got this badge here that says Twisted, Lymington, England, and it just feels like this is very much a bespoke, high-quality rib, which is exactly what it is. You've got real carbon fibre inlaid into there. The steering wheel can be moved into different positions, and the power generated by these engines, I'm very, very excited to see how that performs and how it delivers. This boat is pretty epic. As you can see, I'm blown away by it. So the guys at Twisted, they really have taken Scorpion to the next level, and bearing in mind they were considered some of the best ribs ever built in the first place, this rib is epic. So I hope you join me with the trip that we do from Lymington down to Salcombe when we deliver this. As usual, I'll have the drone with me. We'll get some epic shots in Portland Bill. If I'm honest, I'm hoping it's a little bit rough, because I know that that is when this boat will come into its own, because it's a boat that is not just skin deep. It's a boat that can perform in incredibly heavy weather, but with the effortless power and precision quality of Twisted. Thanks for watching.